I'm here to introduce our speaker tonight. You're here to look at a business idea that totally changed my wife and I's life. We looked at this over 10 years ago, and this company's called Life Leadership. It's direct sales from personal development to a super app. That little video that you saw just a few moments ago is taking over the world. We're planning on having 20 to 30% of the North American population subscribe to this app. The app is amazing. We just launched a travel program that I'm sure Rob will be talking about. So I'm going to introduce our speaker. He's from Utah, lives in Utah. I think he's from Arizona. He's always been an entrepreneur. His parents were entrepreneurs. I love their story. Rob and Kenyon, they have 5 kids together. So he's a father. He's a former athlete, like we all are, actually competed in MMA. He's got a great story, and I'm going to pass it over to him. He's one of the founders. So, guys, if you have a pen and paper, I would strongly suggest take some notes, and I'm going to pass it over to Mr. Rob Robson. Here you go, Rob.
Hey, thanks so much, Joss and Cynthia. I know I was there with you, and man, just appreciate being here with Atlantic Canada. I know you mentioned, Joss, we might be doing some Canadian numbers, and I think I downloaded the US numbers, so you could be there to translate in the Canadian dollar. But I'm so excited to be here today, guys, and share with you what is not just a US and Canada deal, but literally in 20 countries around the world right now. We have explosive growth, and we're doing something that no one's ever done before. Josh, real quick, is my sound good?
It's perfect, Rob.
Excellent. All right. Well, just a little bit about my background. I got started in this industry of direct sales and home-based business opportunity when I was just 21 years old. And I had grown up with entrepreneurial parents and had seen them have success, ups and downs, you know. But at 21 years old, I was in a really weird place. I had barely graduated high school. I was a kind of an ADHD mess in high school, and dropped out of college my freshman year. As Josh mentioned, tried my hand a little bit at MMA, getting beat up for a living, and anyway, a lot of stuff that was just kind of kid stuff. And at 21, I found myself with really nothing as far as a resume or even knowledge of what I could do. And I didn't want to do the normal thing of just work at some job that I don't care about and, you know, make a living. I wanted to do something big, but I was kind of depressed and just lost. And my parents had a friend of theirs who was a multimillionaire and a hero of mine growing up, because he would come over to my house in a Ferrari and a Rolls Royce. And I grew up in a double wide mobile home, so it wasn't that often that the Ferrari, you know, a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce would pull up. So that left an impression. When I was 21, he offered to mentor me and plugged me into a personal development program that absolutely transformed my life. He got me into reading books and listening to audios, attending events, and going through certain steps that transformed me. And so when I heard that Orrin Woodward and Chris Brady were launching a company 8 years ago in the personal development space, man, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to lead people to truth. And that's what this company, Life, has been and will always be about. And that is leading people to truth, helping people escape the bondage that is out there and created through what we call the financial matrix, this system that people struggle with debt and taxes and inflation their whole life. And so I got super excited. In the history of our company, we launched 8 years ago with a simple book and CD subscription program. And, you know, do you want personal development? Do you want leadership and corporate stuff? Or do you want more family, more faith-based youth leadership? And just with that little model, in a few short years, we did hundreds of millions of dollars of sales. We were able to go to 20 countries. And I have the pleasure of kind of heading up our Latin America division. So I'm in Mexico and Peru and Panama and Ecuador, but we're open in France and Australia and Puerto Rico, Haiti, Dominican Republic. It's just been a blast to see this growth. And then here's what happened. A couple years ago, we started looking at, okay, our purpose is to get people to this type of transformation education. And now more than ever here with COVID and everything that's been happening, more than ever, people need this type of education. They need how to learn how to get out of debt, how to make more money, how to pay less in taxes, right? They need to learn leadership, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. These are the areas that we focus on. But we thought, there's this new thing out of Asia called the super app. Companies like Alipay and WeChat had created these super apps where you would do a bunch of different things on one app, and that they would capture your attention so that you're in that app all day, every day. And we thought, man, our education is an amazing foundation of value. What if we could kind of bring that to North America? And that is exactly what we've done. What I'm going to show you right now with this super app, and you saw the short video, from our payment processing that no one's ever done this before, where you can get up to 24% cash back at all the big name brand stores, discounts everywhere, to our travel program, all of that, our health benefits, all of that on the foundation of our education. But now we've lowered the price from where it was, where you could easily spend hundreds of dollars a month on our educational content, brought it down to $30 in the US and $30 Canadian. I might move to Canada just to buy it for the discount. And it's now all of this incredible content. So we're going to go through that. I'm going to go through the stack of value. I want to give you an app tour from my phone. But I wanted to start with a little bit about why this is the right opportunity, because it's cool to talk about features and benefits of this amazing app. But what does that mean to you? And what it meant for me, when I got started before we launched Life, I was in real estate investing. And I had made a lot of money in real estate investing. I was very blessed to have some good partners. I wasn't a real estate expert, but I was good at marketing, and I had some background, and expertise, and had done well there. And so I had some partners bring me on, and we ended up starting a very successful firm that bought close to $300 million properties, doing fix and flips during the last big downturn in 2008, 9, and 10. And we made great money there, but I was still looking, and I that's really what I want to talk about right now, is why was I looking, and it is because I understood this diagram. This diagram is what changed my life when I was 21. And at 8 years ago, by the way, I just turned 41 today, and I'm here with you because I love you. But honestly, there's nothing that I would rather do on my birthday than be here. And it's been 20 years of freedom, because a big part was I understood this diagram. And this is by a guy, I'm sure many of you have heard of, Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book that is still very famous called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it came out just over 20 years ago. And Rich Dad, Poor Dad was what the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and the middle class don't. And then he broke it down in his second book called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And this really helped me understand what I wanted and how I could get it. And that's why we're covering this first. Is maybe you're just here because you heard of a cool app, and great, you could be a customer, and I'll let you in. It's going to be, the punchline is it's $30 and it'll give you hundreds of dollars a month of value. It'll change your life. Great. Okay, we're excited for you. But we're looking for people that are hungry to change their life from an income perspective as well, helping us expand this globally. And if that's you, man, we want to work with you, and we want to put together a strategy and a partnership that can help you win. But here is why we think you should be in business with us, and why this opportunity we think is the best. In this cash flow quadrant, he talks about there's 4 ways you and I can make money. We can be an E for employee, S for self-employed, B for business system owner, or I for investor. And here's the thing, as an employee or self-employed, you can make good money. We all know, CEOs or, corporate executives that make huge money, hundreds of thousands a year or millions a year. Obviously, there's not millions of dollars a year. There's not that many of those, but there's some. And we all know self-employed people that make really good money. So you can make good money over here. But here's what Kiyosaki said. He said these people, if you include all of the employees and self-employed in North America, they account for about 95% of the population, while only earning 5% of the income. So 95% of the people making 5% of the money, and he says it's because they have active income, or what he tells a story in there that compares it to bucket carrying income instead of pipeline income, right? Money that you have to keep getting over and over again. If you're a doctor, you got to keep doctoring to make money. If you're a lawyer, you got to keep lawyering to make money. I was in real estate investing. I had to keep buying and selling properties in order to make money. Every time I would buy one and sell one, I was out of business until I did it again. And so that's bucket carrying income. And you know, I look at some of this is American statistics, but Canada is right on par with this. This is according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. And it's funny because this is also 95%, right? Very similar. They say that 95% of us, our first 10 years get big raises. You know, you move up in the corporate world, or you go from a job to a career. And then somewhere in our mid 30s, 10 years into a real career, most of us just flatline. And for the next, 35 years, you basically just subsist on what you've been making. And yet the cost of living keeps going up. And then you try to retire on half or a third of what you could barely live on before. And here's the problem, is that with everything that's happening with our economy, people pray for a straight line like this. Most people are going to experience, we're seeing much, much worse. I just saw on Yelp, roughly 44% of businesses on Yelp are closed today, and they don't think will reopen. Are you kidding me? We're talking 44%. Like it's unbelievable what's happening right now. So that's the best case scenario for the 95% world, is work hard, get good grades, get a safe, secure job with good benefits, and struggle, right? And retire on half or a third of what you didn't like living on before. But what we wanted, what blew my mind, what I wanted, what I saw as a vision when I was just 21, was the opportunity to become a 5%er, to make pipeline income, to be part of the 5%, and they make 95% of the money. And they don't do it by selling their time. They do it by building an asset, and that asset creates income. And that could be an investment asset, which our financial fitness program will show you how to do that. But what we're going to talk about right now is why the Life app business is a B-type business, a business system. Much like if you bought a McDonald's, you don't have to invent how it works, right? You buy McDonald's because there's a system that's proven to work, and you just follow that system. And that's what we have here. We have the most exciting app and product, viral growth. But what's even better is the system underneath it that can really show you how to win. So let's talk a little bit about, what would make somebody want to grow right now. And I think that the world has been shaken up quite a bit over these last few months, and it's devastating to see people who are struggling with the health issues. But we all know at this point that the financial ramifications are way worse on millions and millions of people around the world than the health implications ever could be. And as serious as those health risks may be for some people, and we our prayers and heart goes out to those. But man, there's billions of people around the world now. This is a global issue that are going to be, in a world of hurt. And what I feel grateful for, there's nothing we can do about the pandemic, but what we can do is try to be a solution. And, if you look at how to create wealth in a free market system, it's all about solving problems, right? What's the size of the problem that your job or your business solves today? That's reflected in your paycheck, right? How much the market values your problem solving, and the value you bring. And what we're doing right now, man, can really, really solve massive problems globally. And that's a big thing to say from an app, but I'll show you. So the key is for you, what is it that's going to motivate you to think big, right? We got to think anyway, might as well think big. So what is it? And for me, when I was in real estate, I wanted time freedom. I had tasted that before, when I was a young man at 21, and I didn't get rich, but I had made a six-figure income in my early 20s, and I was free. I had my time. And all of a sudden, 8 years ago, I had a much bigger income, and I didn't have my time. And I realized that, man, as much as money could be a motivator for me, freedom is my real motivator, and money is a part of freedom, but it's not everything. And I had sacrificed my time for a bigger income. And I'm like, man, I don't want this. I want my free, I got 5 kids, right? And a wife I really like. And I want that time. You know, we all have birthdays every year, hopefully. And, you know, today's my birthday. And I was just thinking in gratitude as I was praying last night and thinking about my life and how grateful I am for the last 41 years. The biggest part of that, or a huge part of that, is my freedom, both politically, but also financially, and the freedom to do what I love every day with my time. Maybe that's a dream for you. Maybe it's just being debt-free, being able to travel. I'm going to show you some travel stuff that's going to blow your mind here in a minute. And you could definitely do that here. Maybe it's security. Just, man, wouldn't it be nice to have something on the side that if something happened, you weren't just stuck, that you'd had an extra income built up over time, that now you've got some choices. Maybe it's helping your family, right? I think I'm sure we all have people that are going through stuff right now that we're thinking, man, I wish I could do more. Or maybe you're saying, I'm glad I did. I prepared, so now I can, right? Wouldn't that be great to help your family or help church and charity? You know, we're doing a lot right now with nonprofits, and churches are really seeing a value in this. And what we're finding is they're struggling because when people get in survival mode, they stop donating. And then, man, those that need it the most get hurt the worst. And so I don't know what it is, but we're going to talk about a business plan that can make it happen. So Charles Schwab says success all comes down to customer demand. Build something you would want to use yourself and recommend to your mom. And I want to show you that is what we have right now. And I'm going to stop sharing this screen. I'm going to start sharing my phone and walk you through the app. One of my favorite things about, you know, this as a sales presentation, as far as showing people what we do, is you can just show them the app. And when someone sees this app, they get really, really excited. And it's very, very, if I was sitting next to you, I would first disinfect my phone, and then I would hand it to you and let you push the buttons and let you see how simple this is. All right, so as this buffers with my internet issues at home. I don't know how many people went through this, but all of a sudden when COVID hit, my home internet had struggles, and then they wouldn't send anybody out because of the internet. So now we're all at home jamming it up. All right, so here's the app. If you look across the top, account summary, there's the e-wallet, cashback, dibs, and trip credits. What this represents is different accounts. And here's how it works. If you look at the e-wallet, we've got something really unique when I show you the payment part of our app, that instead of you can use your credit card, you can use your debit card, any major, you know, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. But I don't know if you knew this, but the credit card companies make more than $40 billion a year based on the, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5% they make every time you swipe. And that's just a merchant fee that they get. Wouldn't it be great if we gave that back to the consumer? Well, we have a payment app that is the first of its kind that allows you to do that you can you could use your credit card, and that's great, and you can still get some benefits. I'll show you that. But you can also transfer checking account money from your bank into what we call the e-wallet. And that e-wallet, then now you can use that to make purchases. And now we'll pay you an extra 4% on top of the other cash back I'll show you on every transaction. Imagine an extra 4% every time you pay, just in that one, just by using the e-wallet, and we pay you back that 4% in what we call dibs. And dibs is a virtual currency. In Canada, one dib is equal to a Canadian dollar. In the US, one dib is equal to a US dollar. So wherever you are geographically, that's where the one dib is worth $1 in your country. And then the cash back, I'll show you where that comes from. And then the trip credits. I'm going to start there because I think this is what we just did July 1st is revolutionary. So every month, the first value that you get when you pay $30 a month, that's the subscription. Remember, our vision is just to get millions of people with this education. And we were selling it. I'll show you in a minute, but one of the products on here we were selling for $50 a month. Another product we were selling for $140. And now we packaged all of that into a $30 app. And so not only have we dramatically decreased the price so we can change more lives, but we've stacked all of this extra value so that it's a no-brainer for anybody. So the first value you get, you pay 30, you get 30. You pay 30, you get 30. So you take $30 out of your pocket and you put it in your other pocket, right? And we convert it to what we call trip credits. And one trip credit is worth $1, and you can spend it in 2 places. But it's actually worth a heck of a lot more than $1, and I'll show you why. The first place you can spend your trip credits is through this blue button under Have Fun, where it says Thing or Two Travel. We've put all of our value in 3 areas: have fun, make money, and make a difference. So the Have Fun, Thing or Two Travel is how you can, as our partnership with Priceline, and you choose wherever you want to go. And through Priceline, you can use your trip credits to buy down the price of hotels. So you can't use it on car rentals or flights, but you can use it on hotels. And listen, they never expire. So every dollar you've paid, it's 360 in a year, you're going to use 300. I mean, you don't have to travel very much to one vacation that you can use that $360 on a trip and buying down. And now you'll save at least $360 on hotels. On Priceline's already great prices. But I want to quickly go to the resorts, because this is brand new. We just launched this July 1st. And this is not worth, I'll tell you, because I helped bring this company on. And I found out about it because there was another direct sales company that sells just this membership to this. What it is a membership to an aggregator that put together partnerships with almost all of the timeshare companies around the world. So there's 12,000 timeshare properties in the world. Over 10,000 of them are our partners now. There was another direct sales company that I ran into a few years ago that was selling just this partnership for $5,000 for a lifetime membership. That's US. So that's like, 50,000 Canadian or whatever. And anyway, so $5,000, but we've brought it on for free. We just added it July 1st. So here's what you do. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Africa, Asia, Australia, Canada, Caribbean, Europe, Mexico, Middle East, South America, South Pacific, United States, anywhere? And you choose your destination and you can search through this. And I just want to show you one little example. So Josh mentioned I'm originally from Arizona, and I moved my wife and 5 children up to Utah a year ago last June. And so my 2 oldest boys are teenagers and 16 and 15. So they want to go back. We had to promise that we'd go to Arizona a lot. And we have a lot of business in Arizona. So we thought, let's go in August. We'll go for a week and stay in a nice resort. And so I was looking in the areas that, where we wanted to stay, which was the Mesa Gilbert area. And so I'm going to pull up a picture because I didn't want to have to go through everything with you. I just pull up a screenshot. All right. So I went to Priceline first, and Priceline always has great deals. And so this is a 4-star resort with some really cool pools in Mesa, Arizona for August 1st through the 8th. So 7 nights. And it's a 4-star resort. And, right now prices everywhere are pretty inexpensive when it comes to rooms because of COVID. So that even though it's a 4-star resort, it's only $130 a night. So 7 nights, $1,041. Okay, for this resort. Same exact resort, and this is a 1-bedroom suite, by the way. So it's same exact resort, same exact room through our new app. Look at this. You get the hotel, and then the 1-bedroom is the second one. So that's the same one. It's same dates. Instead of $1,041, it is $269 plus 67 trip credits. $269. That rounds down to 0, by the way. I don't know if you mathematically equate that. That's like $30 a night or something, right? And then 67 trip credits for 7 nights in a 4-star resort. Same, and this is everywhere. Like you want to go someplace exotic. We're looking at Chris Brady wrote a book called A Month in Italy. He loves to go to Italy. So he was looking at a place in Tuscany. I'm not going to go through just because of time, but a place near Tuscany, a castle that has been converted to a posh 5-star resort that has, I think, 6 suites. And anyway, you get the whole castle with the moat that's full of white sharks and grizzly bears and crocodiles. I told my 5-year-old, all of that is in the moat. And anyway, you get the whole thing for, it was $1,000, and I was amazed, but now it's like $600 or $700 for the week, right? The whole castle. And it's incredible. So this is, if all you did was pay $30 a month to have access to this resorts where you can go for literally pennies for what you'd pay for like a cleaning fee to these resorts. You can now go anytime you want. Plus you're getting 30 trip credits each month. For every month you pay 30, you can use those, on short business trips. You don't have to use them at resorts anywhere on Priceline. That's global. That's incredible. So that's the first, I know I get all jacked up, but that's the first value. That makes it worth it for anyone. And imagine in this economy, when people are struggling, wouldn't it be great to know that, hey, at least you're putting 30 bucks away each month towards a great trip, a great family vacation, right? Somebody told me the other day, oh, I don't travel. You can give it away. Okay, great. Now you can give it away. Won't that be nice? But it's amazing what you can do. And the point is you should travel. I think it's a big deal. So have fun. The next aspect, in addition to all of that, is the make money part. And the make money is our merchants, coupon, Groupon, our partnership with Working Live, which is actually Zoom, and our prescription discounts. So I want to show you the merchants because this thing is so cool. So in Canada, we've got nearly 100 of these stores. In the US, about 300. We started about 2 years earlier in the US, and every week we're adding new ones in Canada and the US. But these are all like huge multinational or at least national brands of the best retail stores, restaurants, airlines, all the biggest retail stores out there, movie theaters. And when you go now, you get cash back everywhere you go. If you use your debit or credit card, you get between 1 and 20% cash back. If you use your e-wallet, you get between 5 and 24% cash back. So wherever you go, let's say I walk into Bass Pro Shops, I'm at the cash register or online, either one. If you're online, you wait until they say to check out and then you pay with this app, and I'll show you how. But if you're in line, then you get to the cash register. They say, okay, it's $258.85. Press continue. It has my debit or credit card saved. So I don't have to have my wallet or my ID or anything. I press complete purchase and it says, you're about to purchase a digital gift card for $258.85. Now I just purchased it and it immediately makes it. I show it to the person at the cash register. They scan it. I've paid. And look, I've got $18.64 cash back. That's usable, spendable that second, literally seconds later. Or I can use my e-wallet, like I said, and now I'll get an extra 4%. So now I'm getting, instead of $18.64, I'm getting like $29 back on this one purchase. Well, my family, Kenyon and I, we get about 150 bucks a month cash back just on that. Here's the crazy thing though. You get, not only is your customer getting these incredible deals, but you're getting a commission when they go to Best Buy, when they go to Barnes & Noble, when they go to Home Depot. You're getting paid. They get cash back. You get commission at Priceline, right? Then coupon. This is a big one. Do you know anybody who owns a business? We're bringing on dozens of business owners daily around US and Canada. Ever since COVID started, we decided to allow business owners to advertise for free on the coupon section of our app. We are the largest private savings network in North America. So wherever you go, you just press categories. Maybe it's automotive, condos, resorts, dining and food, entertainment, recreation, golf, health and beauty, home and garden, movies, whatever. And so wherever you want to go, you plug that in. And right near me, I've got a Costco. So I can go to Costco and I can get my coupon there. And the point is that not only are you and your customers getting great deals everywhere, but now imagine going to a business owner and say, hey, we can advertise for you for free on this app, which they're pretty excited about. And all you got to do is be a customer of the app, right? So they get all this value for 30 bucks a month. The advertising is truly free. They can change the coupon anytime they want. Everybody we're talking to about this is like, yes, sign me up immediately. So that's the cashback, the coupon. And then just so I don't belabor this and go on too long, the person who brought you here can give you all the details, but all we want to show you is that there is so much ridiculous value on this. You'd be crazy to not pay 30 bucks a month. If all we sold was our education, this is the best deal that I could ever sell anybody ever for only 30 bucks a month. But I showed you that the have fun section's worth way more than 30. The cash back, you're going to get cash back discounts on coupons. Groupon, you can get up to 9.4% cash back on Groupon's already great prices. Check out this one. Working Live is a third-party reseller of Zoom video. So when you actually buy this, it's Zoom video that you're getting, but we can't say Zoom video on any of our advertising because it would cannibalize their business. Because I was paying, I was just looking at online for the different pricing, and you go look at it, but I was paying over $200 a month to get webinars for $500, the meetings for $500, and the amount of storage I needed for saving my videos on the cloud. Now, through Working Live, you get meetings and webinars for $500, unlimited cloud storage for $12.99. Like, you can't get that anywhere. That's crazy. So, but not only does your customer get that, so I'm saving hundreds, almost $200 a month, but you actually get a commission month after month after month when they get the best deal ever on Zoom. Prescription discounts, you're going to get cash. They're going to get huge discounts. You get commissions whenever they use that. And then call on doc for us, especially us Americans that, we've got I know there's different health system in Canada, but what this allows you to do is it allows you to get a doctor's appointment 24 hours a day. Within a couple hours, you jump on here and you can get a doctor's appointment for $25. And I know this is going to be coming to Canada here in the next few months, and that'll be super exciting as well. That man, you can. That's just an added benefit for free. Okay. So then here's the foundation, the value. What's going to really change your life? How do we make an impact right now? All this other stuff, if we sold it on its own, it'd be an amazing product. It would be something exciting. We could make a ton of money on it. But for us, this is all just the frosting, because the cake is really how we can change people's lives. How we can help people know, like this green button that says 47, this is our #1 best-selling product. And it teaches people the offense, defense, and playing field of money. It's called the Financial Fitness Program. You've got a book and a workbook. So you read the book, you actually do the workbook. Then you go on, and if maybe you don't want to read, you've got the audio book on here as well. Then 9 other audio seminars, 50 short videos. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through, take you by the hand, and absolutely not just give you information. Information is really useless. We all know a bunch of stuff. This is step by step with a community of accountability around you to take action, to learn how to make more money, like supercharge your income, not just through our business, through the principles you learn here, to get out of debt, right? To pay less in taxes. These are huge, huge things to transform someone's life. And that's instead of selling it for $140 US, now it's included for no extra cost for the $30 a month super app, because we want to get this to millions and make an impact. Then Rascal Radio, over 3,000 audios in every area you want to change your life in: finances and economics, success principles, professional development, people skills, leadership, parenting, marriage. You don't think people are having some struggles right now with everything that's going on? Teenage leadership. This has been incredible for my teenagers. Freedom, case studies, and faith. Listen, I would hard sell anybody I know on Rascal Radio and Financial Fitness as something that would change their life as much as anything outside of your spiritual and faith. But there's that included there as well. See, we've got to help people. We've got to get this message out. We've got to get people to change some habits right now from watching the news all day and seeing all the junk happen around the world and feel like a victim that they can't control things. And instead give them the power, empower you and empower others, that you can set your family free, that you can help other people. You can make an impact. You can create a fortune right now if that's your dream, but you can at least create an extra few $100. Right? And solve some problems. That's what this app is all about. And then we have a marketplace in here that literally can sell any type of product. So here's the idea: is we have we've identified the problem. And the problem is the financial matrix, which is a system of debt, slavery, taxes, and inflation that people are never going to escape and are going to reap the whirlwind more than ever with all the money printing that US and Canada and all the other countries are doing right now because of COVID. And so, man, we got to get people prepared. We got to teach leadership. And so we've identified the problem. with the financial matrix. And then the solution is launching a leadership revolution, which is the title of a book that Orrin Woodward and Chris Brady, our founders, wrote, New York Times #1, launching a leadership revolution through our leadership education by leading a consumer rebellion. That's what we're doing, is we're putting we're gathering together through this app as consumers. We're packaging our buying power and getting, the biggest companies in the world to pay us to frequent them. No one's ever done this before. And we're putting it all together in a $30 app that we can get it out to millions and make an impact. And anyway, so I'm going to show you the business side. I really want you to understand this is like groundbreaking, but what's fun is it's so simple. It makes sense for anybody. You don't have to think about it and research. It's $30, it's money back guarantee. Use it, go to Krispy Kreme donuts, go to Dunkin' Donuts, I know we don't have what's the donut place that everybody loves in Canada? We don't. You got to help me.
Tim
Hortons. Yeah, we don't have Timmy's yet, okay? And I know we're working on it, but we'll get Timmy's. But anyway, go use the app, get a dozen right on the app, and then with your cash back, get an extra jelly. Right. And use it right then and go, man, a free jelly. We're changing the world, baby. It's that simple to see. Of course you should do this app. Of course you should start changing some of your habits of learning. Right. But what about a business? How could we really create your goals and dreams using this business model? Let's walk through that real quick. And I'm going to give you just a short version. What's unique about us? We're not a normal direct sales or network marketing business. You build networks. This is a direct sales business. So we would be categorized in that genre. But we think that what we've done is broken the mold, really fixed a broken industry. For one thing, we've branded ourselves compensated community. And the reason why we say that is even our customers are getting compensated. Rather than, selling high-priced, overhyped products where people get in and they want to join a business and they end up spending more than they make because it's pay to play. And even our customers are getting paid big money. I'm saving between my cash back, my Zoom discount, the coupons, all the travel benefits. I'm literally saving $500-600 a month for $30. But more importantly, I've got my wife, I've got my 3 oldest children that all can have the app on their phone. I only pay one $30 a month subscription. We can all have the app, all use the same account, and now they all have access to this education, and it's life-changing for them. That's my passion and why we want to help people. So how do we make money? There's 2 ways. Sell the platform, which is very simple to do. Money back guarantee, $30. It's a very easy thing to show value in. But then also build a sales team where you can make a ton of money by helping other people make money, right? That's the whole point. So how do we do that? Well, when you get started, maybe you're working, maybe Joss and Cynthia introduced you, or Wayne and Raylene, or maybe, that one of the leaders introduced you, or maybe someone that is brand new and has had no success here yet, but they're plugged into a team of top leaders. And when you come in, here's you come into this team of top leaders, and their whole goal in our strategy is called team approach. And team approach means you get in and it's not just you introducing this to people. See, what you're doing is you're sharing this, people become customers, then some of those customers see this as a value and they want to upgrade to become what we call a member or a business owner, a life entrepreneur. We call those members. And you first have to be a customer for at least 72 hours. So you can't join the business today. We think that in order to have integrity with this, you need to have kind of a cooling off period where you get started tonight. And I'll show you a couple of different options. You get started tonight as a customer or a top customer. Take 72 hours to prove us, see the value of the product. Then you love it, you see a value for others, great, upgrade, become a business owner, and now let's build a team together. Well, while you're doing that, while you're checking it out, our goal is we're gonna start building a team below you. Even if you don't know these people, there's gonna be others placing people as part of your team, and you'll do the same for them. We start to build a community, team approach, where it's not just you, right? I had people get involved in our business last month, and within a month, had over 100 members and customers on their team within a month. They hadn't even started yet, but they got in, and we're growing so virally fast that they held a spot, and boom, now that's part of their income because you get paid on everything, whether you knew everything below you as far as customers or members, whether you knew them or not. So let's talk about just a big picture of the compensation plan. Basically, the way we pay people, we have all these different countries. We have the US, we have Canada, we have all these different countries, and everybody has different currency. So we have an international compensation plan, and we measure everything in points. Okay, we call it PV, or point value. And so different products have different amounts of points. The app is $30 and has 20 PV. But then when you or your customer use the app, you get cash back, you use Priceline, all the things, they add more PV. It can easily go from 20 to hundreds of PV per person. But if they just bought it and they don't use it much, 20 at least, right? So what we're showing an example here that you are doing 100 PV in customer sales. So that would be only between 1 and 5 customers. That's all you ever have to get. You get somewhere between 1 and 5. They love the app. They stay on the app. Now you have that 100 PV of customer volume every month. That's the only qualification to make as much money as you want to the very top of our compensation plan. All you ever have to do, you don't have to fill your garage. You don't have to do any of that. Just get 100 PV of customer volume. Most people do that their first few days if you try. Okay. So then this is showing, okay, you're gonna buy from yourself as well, be your own best customer. We don't require that, but it sure helps getting customers if you're your best. So a good average would be 100 PV of personal volume. Most people do way more than that, but this is just keep it conservative. So you're responsible personally for 200 PV in this example. Well, what if we help you build a little team? You find 1 or 2 in team 1, and then we as a team help them find 1 or 2. And now you've got a team of, let's say, 5 people in there that are all doing what you're doing. That's 1,000 points, right? And maybe it's 10 people doing half of what you're doing, whatever. It doesn't matter the structure, but we'll just keep everybody, let's say that there's 5 people doing what you're doing, and then 1.5 people doing what you're doing in team 2. So this is like small, okay? This is easy to do. But now you've got an extra $150 a month US coming in. And I apologize, I'm using US numbers, but it's more than that for Canadians. You can round up. So this is something very simple to do. And what I love about this is this level, and then this next level as well, $500 a month. How do you get to 500? Man, well, you help those 5 talk to a couple of people each, and now you got 15. You had that 1.5, you help them talk to a couple of people, and now you've got 5, right? So this is a very small team, but you're making an extra $500 a month. Now it's fun to talk about, buying your own private island and getting there on your own, gold-plated yacht, or, whatever your dreams are, wonderful. But you know what I'm passionate about? Helping thousands of people that instead of driving Uber or something that is kind of that new on your own business model, gig economy, instead of doing that where they have to keep doing it over and over again, wouldn't it be great to help some people make an extra $150, $500 a month residual, where they put in, some effort for maybe it's a week, maybe it's a few months, right? Maybe it's a year, but they invest some time, part-time, to make some money. And now we have over around 95% retention on this app. So now you do it once and you get paid month after month after month. Can you see the vision in that? If you want to make big money, you get really good at helping new people make an extra 150 or 500. If they want to make more than that, wonderful. The more they make, the better. But isn't that awesome that you can do that for a living? Joss Dion, that's what he does for a living. He helps thousands of people in Joss's organization that he can help make an extra 150 or 500. Is everyone going to go out and get the gold-plated yacht or whatever? No, I don't think everyone's going to do that kind of work. But man, wouldn't it be great to help thousands of people make an impact and at the same time changing their life with education? All right, then this is a really fun level. This is showing about 25 people in team 1 and another 12 or 13 in team 2. And now you're making a couple $1,000s a month, $2,000 a month. I'm telling you guys, and that's US, so Canadian, it's more. That can solve some real problems. And you want to make more, give it the person who brought you, and they'll show you the bigger incomes. You can, plug in the momentum bonus and the step bonus where you can get paid, huge residuals by helping other people get to that $2,000 a month income level. And Kenyon and I, we got to the life coach level. It didn't happen overnight, but it happened. changed our life forever. And it's possible for anyone that, I know that because we did it, to accomplish that. But what I love is we're not just preaching pie in the sky and mega millions. We're saying, let's help thousands of people change their life with a $30 app that everyone can afford. They can help people travel and save money, and most importantly, change their future by changing their thinking. We've got amazing trips that we give away. Here's what I want to wrap up with. Decision. Okay, make a decision today. Listen, this economy is going faster and faster and faster. And if you blink, you're going to miss something. And what you got to look at is, don't make dumb mistakes, right? And what that means is, don't invest in things that could hurt you. Here's what we're talking about today. US and Canada, you could be a standard customer for $30. US and Canada, $30 US, $30 Canadian, get the app. Do that for sure, okay? But that's if you're really not interested in the business. If you're interested in the business, and or if you're just interested in education, the greatest outside of the app, the greatest value we have is the Life Accelerator. And the Life Accelerator is a library of videos, classes taught by Orrin Woodward and Chris Brady around the three keys to wealth: financial literacy, leadership, and entrepreneurship. It'll be the greatest course you ever took. And there's a bunch of them in there, and it's $90 US. How much is that Canadian, Joss, if someone wants to be a top customer today?
147 total, including the $30 app. So 170.
So it's 120 US or 147 Canadian, and that includes your first month of the app, plus you only pay for the accelerator once. You own it forever, and we keep adding classes to it. So you think about taking a course somewhere, you're not going to take a course for $90. Not only do you or and a little bit more for that in Canada, but not only do you do that here, but then we're going to give you, if it's 147, we're going to give you 147 trip credits. So literally, it's free, right? Because you're going to use those trip credits. We want you to go travel. Wouldn't it be great to promote your business while on a resort and showing people how they can do it too? So we get you a fast start. You invest 147 today, Canadian, or 120 US. You're going to get that much back in trip credits, 120 in US or 147 Canada. And now you're a top customer. You've got the Life Accelerator. You keep that forever. And you got the first month of the app to try it out. Then 3 days later, you go, you know what? I want to upgrade and become a member. Great. In the US, it's an extra $24.95 for the one-time business registration fee. What's that in Canada, Joss?
$32.40. Sorry.
Okay, so $32.40 is the registration. That's not a monthly. That'll give you a whole year in the business, and then there's an annual renewal that's even less than that. And then we do recommend, there's some other amazing subscriptions. We highly recommend check out Zinzino, Mighty Muscadine, or the Super App Plus. There's a bunch of them that are our top sellers that will make you the most money. So you want to have a testimony, but you'll have 3 days to figure out, watch videos, and see what's there. Just become a top customer today, right? It makes so much sense, whether it's 120 US or 147 Canadian, it's money back guarantee, right? You got nothing to lose, right? Take advantage of this, try it out, right? See the value. You don't have to think on it because you can try it. It's money back guarantee. The idea of financial literacy is don't do stupid things. Well, 2 stupid things somebody could do. That is invest money that they're not sure about, that they might not get back and could hurt them. Okay, or wait too long on things that there's no downside and huge upside. If that's the case, you don't follow a 24-hour rule. You follow a 24-second rule, right? If there's no downside and a huge possible upside, take the 30-day challenge, right? So hold your spot and then engage. We're going to plug you into some audios. Whoever invited you here, we'll text them to you. And you want to jump in those, man. Really dig in and do your due diligence. They're going to send you what's called the first night pack. Also, we have a seminar coming up this Saturday. This Saturday, we have a seminar coming up, and most of them are through webinar. There's some locations that are live, depending on what government regulations are. What's the cost of a ticket in Canada, Joss?
52 Canadian.
Okay, so it's 52 Canadian or 40 US. Number one thing, buy a ticket to that seminar. Again, money back guarantee, but just invest a Saturday. invest and you can watch it Saturday, or you got a week to watch it, and get with, man, it'd be cool if you can get with some people locally and, go eat some popcorn together and really dig in, take notes. You're going to learn how to build your dreams with the technology that everyone is going to be excited about, with something that pays you immediately through the cash back and coupon and discounts and all everything you get there, and will pay you forever through the education. So get with the person who brought you here to look at our income disclosure statement. There's one like this for Canada as well, that'll show kind of the high, the low, the median, the average, the different incomes. Where do you want to be, right? What do you need to make to achieve your goals and dreams? You can do it here. I'm going to turn it back over to my good friend Joss. I'd say welcome to the team. Super excited. Take advantage of this, and can't wait for you to be on this journey with us. Thanks, Joss.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Rob. That was pretty much all you needed to hear. I would strongly suggest get back with whoever invited you. Number one, the person who invited you should be giving you a phone call after this, and you can maybe get on a separate Zoom and kind of go through what are the next steps. Okay. We normally do a second session, but starting in July, we said no more second sessions. This meeting is enough to take a step forward, get started. You got nothing to lose. The only thing you get to lose is your debt with that financial fitness program. That'll help you get out of debt and move forward and live the life you've always wanted. So thank you again, Rob Robson, on your birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. And man, we'll see you guys next week.